This video demonstrates rotor reassembly on a QUANTM pump. This procedure is the same for both the hygienic and the industrial pumps. Before starting, ensure you have the following required tools. Verify that power to the system is disconnected. Apply grease to both sides of the rotor. Reach inside the stator housing to install the seal on the stator cap. Ensure the flat of the shaft faces toward the load side stator cap. Insert the rotor and shaft assembly into the stator. The outer ring lip of the rotor will sit slightly raised from the stator housing. Install the seals onto the preload hub. Be sure to apply anti-seize to the threads of the hub. Install the preload nut and hub on the load side stator cap. Install the load side stator cap on the stator housing. Align the pin in the stator cap with the pinhole on the stator housing and gently insert the stator cap. Ensure the stator cap is properly set in place. Install the fasteners into the stator cap. Torque to 110 inch-pounds. Insert the preload hub installation tool into the hub. Use an applicable wrench on the installation tool to tighten the preload hub. Remove the preload hub installation tool and temporarily install an M12 washer and an M12 bolt into the rotor. Use an applicable wrench on the M12 bolt to manually spin the rotor at least 10 revolutions to ensure free rotor movement. Remove the temporary M12 washer and M12 bolt from the rotor. Loosen the preload hub by 1/4 rotation, then retorque to 10 foot-pounds. Using a marker, mark the location of the hub relative to the stator cap. Install the preload nut. Use an applicable wrench on the preload nut installation tool to torque the nut to 50 foot-pounds. Lift the preload nut installation tool and verify that the hub did not rotate from the marked location relative to the stator cap. Using the lubricator tool, lubricate the rotor and shaft. Using the rotor greasing tool, liberally apply grease to the rotor. On the load side, use a wrench to firmly hold the flat of the shaft in place. Ensure that the rotor and shaft assembly does not rotate. At the same time, on the sensor side, thread the rotor greasing tool into the shaft until fully joined. Turn the rotor greasing tool into the center of the rotor until the shaft fully protrudes from the load side stator cap. Clean and inspect the shaft for wear or damage. Replace as necessary. Use the grease port on the rotor greasing tool to fill the shaft area with clean grease. Fill until clean grease emerges from the opposite side of the rotor around the ball screw. Turn the shaft to reinsert the shaft into the rotor. Turn until the rotor greasing tool fully emerges from the sensor side stator cap. Use an applicable wrench to firmly hold the flat of the shaft in place. At the same time, disconnect the rotor greasing tool from the shaft. Clean the internal threads on the shaft to remove excess grease. Install the air side plates with pin and fasteners if applicable. With the rotor repaired and reassembled, follow the diaphragm reassembly video that applies to your style of diaphragm.